Damn Thrall for sending us away. He chooses to use his greatest warriors for manual labor. He'll be lost without me.
Chieftain, there's something strange about these woods. It's too quiet. Almost like we're being watched.
Are you all afraid of spirits now? There is nothing here but ancient trees and shadow.
Anaduna farore, iseraduna bantos.
Ashterod nefanas.
You hear that? This place is haunted. I fear no living enemy, but my axe cannot cleave fleshless spirits.
Still your tongue and get to work. The warchief's new settlement will require a great deal of lumber. This section of forest must be cleared.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to level 4 of the Orc campaign, Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. We are now finally getting a chance to get introduced to the mighty Blade Master of the Horde, and also the Warsong clan.
Lights are strange. Perhaps they are the dread spirits that you've all been so afraid of.
Now, this level might come forward as a very difficult level, but it's actually not that bad. We don't start off with a gold mine, we have to cleave through this area, but be careful, once we break through, however, there is going to be a small group of Night Elves that do attack us. So just be ready for when they do come, like
Chieftain,
now.
We're under attack.
You were right, sisters. These green-skinned brutes have no respect for life. Slay them in Elun's name.
Okay, so what we want to go about doing is keep the raider damage at a minimum if we can. A grunt is not that important. We are not going to be making grunts at all for this level. We are just going to focus on these.
Women.
Yes, they almost look like elves. But they're far too tall and far too savage.
Okay, so once we have cleared that area, we are immediately going to start production on a new town hall here in order to get our gold up and running, and then also make 4 peons in order to replace the gold mining here.
Jesus,
So
the warrior women have returned on flying beasts.
They won't last long after our wolf riders have ensnared them.
okay, so this is one of the reasons why it is going to be important to have raiders in this level. Take them down one at a time though, so that the damage can be focused on one of the hippogriff archer riders or hippogriff riders, and try not to lose any of your units if you can help it. Accidentally used that ability. Okay, so a little bit of info about the Blade Master. The Blade Master is by far one of my top favorite heroes in this game because of the abilities that it's got. It's got an insane amount of extra damage due to critical strike, but also the Wind Walk ability, which is a guaranteed critical strike as well once you activate it and use it on something. So it works really well for disabling resource production of your opponent, and also helps well to take out specific units.
How can I help?
So there are a couple of wisps located in our base that we're going to take out in order to get a little bit of extra experience for Grom. And other than that, we are just going to continue working on our basics. Wait for that to finish up, and then, yeah, over and done with. So, lumber can be considered as the most important resource for this level, as we have to get 15,000 lumber in order to win this game. Now, there are a couple of ways to go about completing this as quickly as possible. The most obvious being that peons is not the best way to do it. So we had one of two options at first with regards to this gold mine. We could use some of the peons in order to automatically start with the gold mine and not use resources for this, or you could do what I did and make 4 in advance to take care of that and keep our production or lumber resource rate going for the meantime. We will eventually move over to a second gold mine, and this is where these extra peons are going to come in handy. So the most important unit that we're going to be using for this level is the Troll Headhunter. Reason being, their spears with their spears we have a little bit of a range on our side, and all of our units don't have to get close in order to take on the Night Elf units, which are majorly ranged units. So we are going to start getting our Troll Head Hunters up and running, and we're also going to get the spear damage upgraded as well, and then finally we want to get a Kodo Beast for that extra bit of damage. Other than that, we are just going to keep our basics going, get a little bit of extra experience for Grom while we can, and wait for them to make another attack before we really start moving out. It's going to be a good idea to get a second barracks up and running as well. So that's the next thing in line for us to do, so that we can have double trolls coming out the whole time. There should probably be an attack coming soon. In the meantime, we can go and activate one of the side quests for this level, which is right here on the right side.
Ah, greetings, good orc. Strange to see one of you in these parts.
We are here to cut lumber, little goblin.
Well, there's this tribe of bearmen called Furballs in this region that's been giving us trouble. If you kill the chieftain, we'll sell our goods to you at cost. We might even let you borrow a few shredders.
I'll consider it.
So this side quest is actually very important for this level. The goblin shredders are masters at cutting wood, so you kind of always want to make use of them if you can help yourself. They mine 100 lumber at a time, so that is incredibly handy to have on our side. So we're going to get about 4 of those, and that is the fastest way probably to get to all of the lumber. The second fastest way is going to be displayed right now, so we're going to be doing 2 side quests at the same time, but only actually completing one of them. Okay, good idea to get one of our Kodos now. And now time to go and activate the next side quest. So the only units that we're really going to make for this level are the Trolls and the Raiders. The Raiders because of their ensnare ability, but also the extra damage to buildings. And the Trolls because of their range and also their healing ability. They have Troll regeneration, so that it really helps out a lot. Here to the bottom side is a small little Night Elf encampment. Try to keep your units alive if it is possible. If not, you will just have to make more.
That great tree pulses with magic. We should keep our distance.
Bah, am I surrounded only by cowards? It's a tree like any other. Cut it down.
So this is the second side quest. For every tree of life that you destroy, you get 5,000 wood. So that is, oh no wait, is it 5,000? It is, I might stand corrected. We'll find out. 3,000 wood. So there are a couple of these trees of life located all over the map.
The great tree provided us with an abundance of lumber. If we find any more, then we'll hack them apart as well.
So there are a couple of those trees of light located all over the map. So that is the other way of getting to the lumber. It is part of our side quest over here. It of course takes a little bit more time to complete, and you lose a lot of units in the process of doing it. So it's an expensive side quest to go for. So just keep that in mind when pursuing that side quest. But we are going to doing it while we are using the shredders in order to mine the lumber. Now, we are going to wait for one more attack to come our side. And which is going to come from Teal. And then once that has been done, we are going to move out and secure the shredder so that we can get the lumber harvested and get it over and done with. Good idea to upgrade the damage as well for the raiders. And then other than that, we can bring some of these peons closer as well. So the reason why I'm building 2 burrows over here is because we're going to be using it as a defense mechanism for our peons to get into for a little bit of extra damage, and also to help against any attacks that T will throw into this direction. We're also going to add 2 more towers as well. I'm actually... I see. Okay. Supposed to take 2 of those, but it's not a problem. We can actually start the tower production as well. Get that over and done with. And things are looking very good at this stage. We're just waiting for 1 more attack to come, and then we're moving out.
Work complete. Whatever you say.
Let's see if we can find more wisps. We want to get Grom to level 6 before we actually take on those furbolgs.
Whatever you say.
So... there we go. Yeah, they come.
Direct. I can wait no longer. How can I help?
There we go. Asshole. Asshole. Perfect. Okay. That has been done. I know I said that we're moving out to get the furbolgs, but instead we're going to first get Grom to level 6 and use his ultimate ability.
Yes. What do you want? Yes. Something doing?
So we are going to go and pick a fight. We might as well, let's see, how many headhunters do we have? Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more than what we've got.
Finally. Say the word.
Perfect. Eat that mofo. Try to keep your raider alive. Try to keep the Kodo beast alive. And this might be able to help. To get Grom to level 6. Yeah, it helped a lot. So only one of these has got an item, the crystal ball, and this is a very valuable item to use. It gives us an idea of what is going on in a specific location. Now the recharge time takes a little bit of a while, but it is not too bad. So it's not going to be helpful to upgrade the spikes. The spikes are only really... oh shit. The spikes are only really helpful against melee units, as explained in the previous video, so we're not even going to bother. Replace those raiders immediately. Very, very, very important. Perfect. Now we've got Bladestorm, and now we can go and pick a fight with the furbolgs. That's what I'm talking about. 176 damage with 1 hit. That is mighty impressive. So it's a relatively open path in order to get to the furbolgs. So it's right here, and once they have been killed, the lumber production can commence. Will be a good idea for us to get catapults up and running too. So we are going to save up for that next.
The goblin spoke of. This will be a worthy battle.
This is where the Bladestorm comes in handy. It does a massive amount of damage, and it quickly disposes of a lot of these things. So we can use it against the chieftain, but it's not as important. Perfect. So because Grom has got this extra bit of health, he is going to be the one initiating this fight. Have all our troll headhunters focusing the damage. Move your units away where you can, and even use your wind walk against him if need be. You can even use the net in order to slow him down a bit. And there we go, another item. So there are no hidden items located over here. We are just going to go back immediately, start the production on our catapults, as the catapults are going to be really handy to break through their defenses.
Okie dokie. What do you want? Yes,
Oh,
we're
goodness. Didn't even pay attention to
what you
these.
want me to?
Huh.
Ready to ride.
Warchief.
So basically, once you've reached this part of the level, it is kind of over and done with, to be honest. There are no hidden items that I'm aware of.
Need something? Warchief.
Ah, thank you. Now, these shredders will cut through those trees in no time.
So we want to build a lumber mill over here, and then because there's a large stock of wood over here, get the shredders, and voila. That is basically the end of the level, to be honest, because these shredders are going to mine lumber so quickly that we have nothing to worry about. And what happened to...
Yes.
Am I missing something?
What do you want? I need more gold.
Okay, well, the lumber mill is still going to be important as we want to increase the speed at which they mine lumber. So this needs to get planted. Oh yeah, yes, of course, there's also a goblin shop over here. Very handy. I've never actually gone destroying these buildings. I'm wondering if maybe they do hold some hidden items. Nothing? Nope, nothing. We can get extra gold if we want to, but it's not that important. Not anymore. So located to this side, there's another tree of life that we can go to destroy.
I'll consider it. Finally,
It's right over here.
I'll consider it.
And so like I mentioned, there are a couple of trees of life. Mistake once again. One here to the northeastern side, to the northwestern side, another one here in the middle, and then of course there's a base located to the southwest as well. So from here on out, we are just going to keep on picking a fight until we have mined the amount of lumber that we want. Ah shit. Ah shit. Ah shit. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is a moment where Blade Storm becomes really, really handy. But it's great that we had those burrows after all. It stalled them a lot, it kept this base from getting destroyed. Yeah, a couple of casualties, but it's not too bad. And now we just quickly repair what we lost and start moving out to this direction of the map, as we are going to start assaulting the blue base over there. Oh yeah, and of course we can take over this gold mine too. It's a good idea to start with that.
We're under attack! Can't build there. Can't build there. Yes, warchief.
So we managed to stop this little attack. Great for us.
Our gold mine is running low.
And that's why we need the catapults.
Work complete.
Whatever you say.
Work complete. Yes, Ethan. What?
So we don't have to go about destroying the whole base. All that we really need to do is get that tree of life, and we can move back out again.
We've nearly hit our quota. Our lumber stores are almost full.
Okay, so a little thing to keep in mind about Dryads. They do not take any damage to magical attacks. So don't even think about trying to use magic against them. They are completely and utterly immune to it. That includes abilities like Blade Storm, believe it or not. So just a little thing to keep in mind.
Warchief. What you want me to do? Under attack. Yes.
Whoa, kill that thing first, damn it.
What? Yes, chieftain. Who you want me to kill? What? I can wait no longer. What you want me to go?
No. Oh man. Bye bye. Oh, what a loss. Oh well. Still have more than enough to deal with. And we've almost reached our quota as well. Actually, in fact, let's speed things up a bit.
We're under attack.
Get it over and done with.
Our gold mine has collapsed. What you want me to go?
Oh yeah, interesting thing to note as well. In the Random Chaos campaign, Night Elf buildings do not attack you automatically. They have to uproot in order to attack you. So this is a nice little thing that you can use to your advantage. This, however, does change once you go over to the Frozen Throne campaign. So for melee units to come this close to the trees, it becomes a little teeny tiny bit more dangerous.
We're under attack. Let none survive. What? Who you want me to kill? What? Warchief. I can wait no longer. Warchief. What you want me to go? What you want me to do? I can wait no longer.
After killing this tree, we are home free. Might as well just focus fire. Voila. Mission accomplished.
Chieftain, the harvesting is complete.
Good. Then we'll start constructing the settlement immediately. Howard?
Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for Chapter 4 of the Horde campaign. Not sure why it didn't give the black screen as it usually does, but that doesn't matter. After this, we are off to level 5, where things get a little bit more intense and difficult, but nothing that we can't handle. So hope to see you next time. Keep well. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.